Monami Frost, and today I thought I was thinking about the videos I could be filming. I was looking at like your suggestions from when I was posting on Instagram and asking for any suggestions and stuff, and there were suggestions about story times and more story times, and I was thinking, has there anything interesting happened in my life? And there's been like a bunch of things, obviously, but there are things that I may not want to share, but there's one funny thing that I was thinking like, could actually talk about it and share it, and that is, as you can see by the title, how I was arrested. So you may think of like a crazy incident that happened or something, and I did something crazy. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it wasn't that crazy in a way, but like the whole situation is just super funny for me looking back, but at that point it didn't feel funny, or I didn't think it was funny at all. So when I was a kid, when I was like 12 years old, 11 years old, I think, no, it was actually when I was like 10 years old or 11 years old, I was going to school. I had like a few best friends, and one of those friends liked to shoplift stuff at a shop, and she would always go to shops and shoplift candy and stuff like that, just random stuff. I would always feel funny about it. I wasn't ever shoplifting then and doing anything like that, but she was always kind of inclined to shoplift. I was always scared of it. I was always freaking out, and I was always like a goody girl, and whenever like she was doing it, even if I wasn't doing it, I was just like, my heart would be racing, and I would be like, oh my god, I would feel like I would get caught and stuff. But after a million of times when she was doing it, I was kind of like being okay with her doing it, which is like super ridiculous and silly and stupid. But it happened that we were once going around the shop, and she was shoplifting stuff while I was with her, and we were like in a mall or something. We went to a couple of different little shops, and she shoplifted some stuff, some little like knickknacks, some just random stuff. I think she was just doing it because she wanted to shoplift. I think she got a thrill out of it or something like that, because she was not a poor girl. She was she had a wealthy family compared to me. That's what she did. And when we were in this mall, she would just like pick all these knickknacks, and I would later, after she shoplifted and took it out of a store, I would put it in my pockets as well, just to keep it, because she didn't have like big pockets enough to go into a next store. Just stupid. Like, now I'm saying it a lot, ridiculous. So, and then we went into this just like a grocery store, just like a supermarket, and it had like obviously a lot of other stuff, and basically just like got a lot of candy that she wanted to shoplift. And we went inside like a changing little cabin, like a changing cabin for like clothes and stuff, and she just would put like all of those candies inside a bag. When we were supposed to leave the shop, two like security guards stopped us and took us basically in the back of the shop, in the back of the store, and I was freaking out. Like I said, I was always so panicky, and I was always so stressed about stuff like that, and I was always worried, and I was always like a goody back in the day, thinking about, oh, I don't want to disappoint my mom, don't want to disappoint this, and I don't want to do anything bad. But yeah, so I was like stressing out, like the security guards like, oh, girls, like come on over here, what are you doing? And they took us to the back of the store. So they were like, oh, we saw you on like the security cameras, like you've been shoplifting and stuff like that. And I was like started to freak out, and I was like crying. I started to cry, and I was saying how like, I'm so sorry, I didn't do anything, and it was all her. And the other girl, my friend, she was just acting all casual and normal. She was like, why are you crying? And like, what's the problem? And I was like, oh my god, I was praying. I was actually like counting prayers and stuff like that. Like when I was little, I was like taken to the church all the time, and I knew like, I don't know how it's in English called, but the prayer that you always count and say before sleep or whatever. And that's what I was doing. I was just like sitting there and praying and crying my eyes out, and I was like, oh, please God, I'm never gonna do this again, and like I'm never gonna be a part of it. I'm never gonna be like doing anything like that again, and please and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous. Now looking back, I was just like over dramatic and just like making a massive deal about it, like even though it wasn't that crazy. But the other girl was like all chill, and they were like, the security guards were talking, and like they actually called the police, and we were brought to a police station and put into a little cell, like a holding cell, I think, and we were sitting there. So we were actually arrested. We were like 11 years old, and I'm like thinking, that's so funny how like couldn't they have dealt with it like right there at the store and called our parents or something? But no, they had to take us in a police van and take us to the police station, and those policemen were obviously making fun of us. Yeah, and I remember the other girl was still like kind of chill, and the policemen were asking like, where are your parents? And she would like come up with this random story like of them being out of the town and they're not being home, so they don't have a phone number and stuff like that to call them. And I was like, why do you keep saying that? Like that's not gonna help us get out of this situation like sooner. And I was like right away like, yeah, like let's call my mom, like please mom, come and help me and get me out of this mess. And yeah, we were sitting in the cell, and the policemen were calling my mom. Like I gave them they gave them my mom's number, and I was sitting still in that cell like crying, and my friend was still like going at it and like trying to convince the policeman that like her parents are not home, she can't call them and stuff like that, and just going on, and I would be like, come on dude, like stop it. What's the point? Are you gonna sit here like all night? How are you gonna get out? Like obviously you need to call parents and stuff. So she would go on and on for like an hour or two, and we would just sit there. And obviously my mom came and bailed me out. Kind of, she had to probably, I don't know, she had to pay the store or whatever. I don't remember. In the end, like the other girl like gave up and gave like the number of her parents, and they came as well, and like they went and paid for the stuff that she stole at the shop. And yeah, so basically it was just like a ridiculous incident, and I'm just laughing about the way I was so overdramatic over the situation, because I thought the world was ending and I did the worst possible thing imaginable, was an accomplice to a shoplifter. And all I kept thinking as well was like that in my pockets I had some knickknacks from the other shops, because they asked us to take out from like the bags and pockets or whatever that was stolen from the shop that we got caught in. And like I had like some in my pockets I had things from other shops, and I was like, what do I do with this? And oh my god, like, and I was just a mess. I was crying, praying to God like to save me. It was funny. But yeah, in the end my mom picked me up. She was not giving me too much of a hard time. She was obviously saying for me not to hang out with that girl anymore because she was a bad influence and things like that. And she didn't like her because she was doing stuff like this and then like lying to the cops and not like getting us out sooner and getting her parents. But yeah, I just couldn't believe the way she was behaving, the way she was thinking. Like, it was completely fine, like we're gonna get out of this, it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna keep lying and it's all gonna be fine. So yeah, it's never a good idea. But yeah, anyway, this was the story time how I got arrested, but yeah, not what maybe you expected. I have a bunch of stories, like I said, that I'm not sure if I want to share because they might be a little bit too out there, too crazy, but this was one of them, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoyed the story time, and hope it was funny for you to watch and hear about it. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button if want to be notified of my videos. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.